program. I've been asking and asking and asking about that program. So we need to, as a council, push forward with economic development and with the city so that we can make them follow through on what, and especially with the funding that we have, to get some of these dangerous properties torn down. Thank you.
Okay, so our last question for the panel before the closings is the question on economic development. Mr. Montero will begin the replies. In the responses we received, candidates proposed ideas such as supporting public schools, vocational programs, job training, and investing in business development and entrepreneurship. Most of these ideas are long-term projects with extended implementation timelines. In the short term, within the scope of the position you are running for, how can you make sure that youth ages 14 to 24 can find employment opportunities that will help them build the skills and experience they need to be successful?
As I mentioned earlier, for the last 14 years, I've worked in representing the chemical pharmaceutical industry, a $25 billion industry in the state. So I understand workforce development and business development, and I think that's why it's important to meet with the employers in the city of Trenton, and not just in the city of Trenton, but regionally, because we live in a regional economy. So understanding the skill set that is required and needed by these employers is important, because then we can coordinate with our education system to make sure that we are educating our students to certainly want them to go to college if they so choose, but to a level where if there are people who don't want to go to college or want to explore other opportunities, other vocational opportunities, that those opportunities are there for them. Not everyone needs to go to college, and certainly we see a situation right now with Trenton Waterworks, where we have an issue that we don't have the trained technicians to operate it. And why we haven't gone into the school system before to identify those students that will perhaps like a vocational career is beyond me, but let's make sure that we have a pipeline, work with the school system, and develop these students to go into these careers that are available. Not everyone has to go to college, not every job requires a college degree, they require training, and everyone wants to be a productive citizen here in the city. So if we train these folks, these students that are younger to work at the Trenton Waterworks, not only will they be getting a job that right here in the city, but they'll likely live in the city.
I agree with Mr. Montero on this issue, training. What we did in the city was close the vocational programs from Trenton High. Unbelievable. Trenton, I mentioned it before, there are thousands of vacant homes in Trenton, some private, but a lot of them belong to the city. Why not teaching our youth the trades? Why not expanding the sweat equity programs? Why don't the city spearhead those programs so that our youth have jobs? You know, with the sweat equity program, I remember because I worked in my grandparents' house in Puerto Rico about 50-some years ago, and they learn right there. Why you fix your own house, you learn. Those skills that you acquire there can be used later on. Trenton is an old city, in need of repairs. There could be thousands of jobs created by teaching our kids to be electricians, plumbers, carpenters, bricklayers, to put all this stuff. Yes, we can do it.
I think one of the first things we have to do is have a conversation with our Board of Chosen Freeholders and the county executive and bring VOTAG back into the city of Trenton. I'm sure that Mercer Community College would be willing to work with them on that. In as much as what I tried to do as a council person, and I answered in my questionnaire, I'm the chairwoman of Minding Our Business. We go into the inner city schools, and this program has been going on in conjunction with Rider University for 23 years. We go into the inner city schools and we get children involved in our spring and summer program, and we teach them how to do their business plan, their profit and loss statement, and how to market their goods. We've had many successes. We have one right on West Hanover where Sean has his own fashion show. So I'm very proud of him, and he now sits on our board. When they were building the Miller homes, I was able to work with the building and trades to put together a pre-apprenticeship program where 6 men from Miller Homes actually went into an apprenticeship program. So we really need to start working with the building and trades. They are willing to work with us no matter what, but the administration has to deal with these contractors and help them understand that we would like to have pre-apprenticeships programs put in place with these contractors. Because this is a form of VOTAC until such times as we can get it back into the city. Because our kids don't have transportation or the wherewithal to continue to go to the West Windsor campus.
Thank you. We need to have our children, our young adults, linked up with the local merchants, such as the Trenton Downtown Association. We should have our young adults and our children linked up with vocational, with the Building and Trades Union, with all various types of unions. We should have them linked up with, how about Home Depot, where they would like to have young kids to come over and they can teach them about how to do small trades. There's various of things that we can do. We need to have that open dialogue. If we know what is going on, if we know something that is happening regarding to there's a vocational program going on, or a Better Way is having something, or the union is having some type of an apprenticeship, then we need to have that dialogue. We need to gear our children and take them to the footsteps and let them know what's going on. Even if they don't know how to do their own resume, we can sit down with them and help them do the resume. We need to start building confidence in our young adults and show them that they can do whatever they want to do. They just have to put their mind to it and have pride in themselves. Thank you.
Okay, so we now will go to our